Everybody wave hi.
Hey.
All right, so have you guys ever heard the word senioritis? Yeah? So how many of you would say that you have senioritis right now and are struggling to finish the rest of senior year on top? Okay, so most of you? Okay, so, well, you're in luck because that's why I'm here today. Most of us have had senioritis or have it right now, and so it's a tough subject to talk about. And I'm no exception. I have a bad case of senioritis, and I tend to procrastinate a lot. I even procrastinated on this speech, so it's a little ironic. But so with 60 days left of senior year, we all know how important it is to be able to stay on top and keep up with our grades and not fall behind on any of our schoolwork. So today I'll be talking about what senioritis is, why it's important to get over it, and tips for you guys to beat senioritis. So that leads me to the question, what is senioritis? By definition, senioritis is the supposed affliction of students in their final year of high school or college that leads them to decline in motivation of their performance. So 78% of seniors say that they have senioritis or have had it in the past. And there are many factors that go into senior year that can cause senioritis, and many of them, they all cause stress, which can be applying for colleges, wondering if you're going to get that scholarship or not, if you're going to get money for financial aid, if you're going to be able to play sports in college, if you're not knowing what you're going to do, if you're not going to go to college, and military and all the fun stuff. And a lot of seniors are balancing part-time jobs as well as their schoolwork. So with all of that, it can cause seasonal depression for a lot of seniors around this time of year, and it's really easy to procrastinate on schoolwork. So now that you guys know what senioritis is, I'll talk about why it's important to overcome senioritis. So colleges, and if you're wanting to go to college, they look at your whole entire high school career, not just up until you get accepted. So they'll see, if they see that your last semester grades fail or drop a lot, then they're gonna reconsider accepting you, and you might lose any of the merit-based scholarships you've received. And Elizabeth Chuck, who is a breaking newscaster and editor, wrote an article on NBCnews.com that said, according to the National Association of College Admissions Counseling, 22% of colleges revoked admissions in 2009 based on grades. So it is a big deal there. So not only does slacking during your senior year affect your high school GPA, it'll affect your college, your future, and it can also put a damper on your mental health. So with all this information, you guys probably want to know why or how to use that information and put it into beating senioritis, because that's all what we want to do for the last 2 months of school. So I found a couple of tips and tricks for you, and a Hampton University blog in 2016 wrote a list of effective solutions on how to beat senioritis. And so some of them are, make sure you do your homework when it's assigned so you don't get behind. And then, fun fact, studies show that naps they help with your productivity of your work and quality of your performance and work. So don't be afraid to take naps. And then it's also really important to find a quiet workspace to do your work and to focus on your schoolwork and other activities that you may need to be doing. Also, you need to be setting time aside out of your schedule to be able to do your work and stuff like that, because we all have busy schedules. We all know what it's like to not have enough time to do stuff, so we have to set specific time to do that. Planners are also really effective, and they also help a lot with planning your organization and balancing your extracurricular activities as well as your academics. So with academics aside, exercise is also really beneficial to senior year, anyone, with helping you stay motivated and more awake. And then with that, eating healthy will also be beneficial to you and will help you give you a little extra boost of energy that you may need. Most importantly, staying on top of your work and not falling behind, because if you fall behind, it's going to be harder to catch up. In an article by Dr. Kat Cohen, she talks about senioritis and expresses the problem and gives certain tips on how to cure senioritis by setting small goals for yourself and creating work habits that work for you. And then everyone works and learns differently, so you have to be able to find your own goals and set or methods that work for you to help you stay motivated and not procrastinate. So now that you guys know what I know about senioritis, senioritis is a serious issue, and it is important to beat it during the last couple months of your senior year and stay on top of things. So the student-created condition creates a lot of unnecessary stress that we all don't need, and it can be really hard to overcome. Senior year is rough, but it isn't impossible, and it's just an obstacle in our senior year. So I just want everyone to know that we are so close to the finish line. We have 60 days left, and it's going to be super rewarding when we finally get there.